We are going to sew a regular railroad zipper. If you need to zigzag or overlock your edges, do so before beginning. Okay, so we're going to take the right sides of the fabric and put them together, lining up the notches, and you want to start by pinning at your notch first, and then we'll work our way up to the top and then back down. We're going to start basting from the top down to the notch and going back to our regular stitch from the notch down. Don't forget to back stitch. To baste, you want to go to the highest stitch length on your machine because those stitches will be removed later. And then we do the regular stitch with back stitching from the notch and down. Don't forget to back stitch at the end. Now go over to the iron and we have to press those seams open. So you're going to just open up the seams and press them away from each other and just iron nicely down the center so it's nice and flat. Still working from the wrong side of the fabric, we're going to take our zipper and make sure to line up the teeth of the zipper right with the center seam. Doing one side at a time, we're going to baste pin the zipper tape to the seam allowance. Before sewing the zipper, make sure you change the foot to a zipper foot and move your needle if necessary. Next step is to stay stitch the zipper tape to the seam allowance. The purpose of this is so that way the zipper doesn't move while we're working from the front side. Back stitching is optional. Now that we're done stay stitching both sides of the zipper tape, we're going to work from the right side of the fabric. We're going to draw a guide for us to sew on using an erasable pen or a chalk or something that is not permanent. We want to draw a straight line a 1/4 inch away from the seam on each side and ending about a 1/4 inch away from the zipper stop. Try your best to draw straight lines because you will be sewing on those lines. Okay, now come over to the machine and you do want to backstitch at the beginning, sewing straight all the way down right on that line. When you get to that corner there at the bottom, you want to put your needle down and pivot the other direction. So pivot across and then you'll come back up. So you pivot there at that last corner as well, and then you'll come back up the other side and then back stitch again at the end once you reach the top. Find a seam ripper and we're going to take out those basting stitches right in the center seam to open up the zipper. You can take the stitches out one by one, or you can take your seam ripper starting from the bottom, making sure not to catch any of the fabric, but you'll insert the seam ripper in the center and slowly rip your way up. After you've removed all of the basting stitches, make sure to trim away any loose threads and then go ahead and open up the zipper to make sure it's functional. And there you have a regular railroad zipper. Thanks for watching.